All right, my work trip to Townsville, and on the drive up, first night I stayed at was Cobar, and that was pretty boring. That was all right. And second night I stayed in Tambo, and I went into this pub for a meal, and I got a chicken parma, and the lady's like, "What are you doing getting chicken? This is beef region. You're supposed to get beef when you come here." And I was like, yeah, you're right. I should have got a steak or something, but I didn't. I got the parma, and I thought, yeah, whatever. Don't worry about it. And so now this is we're in Townsville. This is where I was staying. I was up on the 8th level, and yeah, Townsville's a really nice nice little city. Really, it's pretty good. And that's a rugby stadium there, so had good views. You see, like, there was lots of these little mountains and that around. It was a really nice little town, but the problem with this town is the humidity. It's just so hot. It's terrible. It just ruins everything. So the three things that are just terrible about this place is the heat, crocodiles everywhere, and jellyfish in the water. So, and there's lots of mold. So I was trying to get some mold remover, and there was absolutely no exit mold or anything in the whole. I think it was in Woolies. So that was a bit frustrating. That's the pool there. Pretty good pool, pretty good setup. And that's where I was staying. I'm up there on level 8. So it's pretty good. It's just bloody hot. That's our work cars there. Every morning I jump into one of those cars and go to work. And there's my car, our car. Yep, just it's good to have a car up there. It's pretty good. This is inside the apartment now, and yeah, it's in the bedroom. So the aircon, got to have the aircon on all the time to keep the mold down, because the humidity gets in there, everything gets wet, and you get a lot of mold, and it's pretty hot in there. So yeah, they just say just keep the aircon on all the time. So you got to think, like, if you got to live somewhere where you got to keep the aircon on all the time, it's probably not the best place for a human to live, you know. Front loader washing machines, yeah, I've had enough of those now. So that sucked, that washing machine. Top loaders from now on. Definitely top loaders are the way to go for sure. Yeah, that's all my stuff, all the junk. And my little music studio, little portable little music setup there. So that's where I sit most nights. And all the little hard drives there, just sorting out all the photos and videos. And yeah, watch a bit of YouTube and cook me food. And the fridge was like on a lean, but that's all right. And that's where I do the cooking. And the range hood there, like when I'm cooking a steak, and when you turn the fan on, and there's heaps of fat inside, and it just blows all this like real stinky air out, and it just stinks out the apartment. So I couldn't. Oh, there's all the mold. But yeah, I couldn't use the range hood. Because it would just stink out the room. So every time I cooked meat, I couldn't turn the fans on, and I couldn't. It was hard opening up and as soon as I'd open up the doors, everything would get wet because of the humidity. So yeah, there's the view. Pretty cool. Like, everything's awesome, except the heat, which I've already said about 3 or 4 times already, I think. Yeah, there's like a marina there. So that's just pretty much directly down from where I'm staying. That's the main street. It's just all restaurants and pubs and bars. Like, it's pretty awesome. If you're a tourist, it's awesome. But to work there is pretty crazy. So there's a brewery there right next to where we're staying. I didn't go there, but apparently the beer was pretty bad. Everyone was complaining about the beer, but yeah, it's whatever. So I'd go across the road there. There's a little milk bar, little quickie mart thing. Get some milk. But lots of tourists around, lots of backpackers, and lots of people supporting their rugby teams. And I really like these houses up in the hills and that. I thought they were cool as. It'd be a cool place to live, except the heat. But if the heat wasn't that bad, that'd be pretty cool living up there in the hills like that. Little kangaroo. We had a lot of kangaroos at work. These little kangaroos. This is in town. Like, so they got this little beach thing. Like, you know, looks pretty cool and very scenic. And if you look at the sign here, no swimming, don't go in the water, jellyfish, and there's apparently there's crocs, a lot of crocs too. I don't know about in that water there, but they say don't go in the water. You don't know where the crocs are. So you got all this nice water and that, and you can't use it. And look how nice everything is, you know. Nice town, nice bridges, nice little rivers and everything. You know, you wouldn't want to be in a boat that sinks. What happens if your boat sinks? This was at work. It was a scorpion. It was some kind of scorpion. We thought, what's this? And someone said it's a type of scorpion. And this other bloke just put his hands in there. Not this bloke, another bloke, and just picked it up and threw it out. Like, oh yeah. So the main town, you know, you can see the buildings. It's pretty cool. I like it. And see these little houses? Like, I'd love to live somewhere like that, you know? How awesome would that be? And right in town, have a cool house right in town. And just always going out and that and doing stuff. Yeah, going at work. He's just, he or she, just cruising around. Yeah, just still, you know, still in town there. Pretty nice. Except the heat. But it'd be cool to have a boat there and, you know, have barbecues and stuff. They had all these scooters there. You know, you could hire it. You could, you know, I didn't use it, but I'm guessing you swipe your credit card or whatever, and you could use a scooter for, you know, I don't know how long. Guzman Gomez. So I went to Guzman Gomez for the first time, and that was pretty exciting. Love me Mexican. So yeah, how nice is that pub? Like, you know, the architecture and that's pretty cool. So I'm a fan. I am a fan. Did I say that I am a fan? Yes, I did. Some nice architecture there. I think you get the point. What I'm trying to say here. Some nice buildings. Anyway, so I was walking and then I saw this painting. I thought, oh, what's going on here? You know, it's like an alien, some snakes coming up out of the ground, and then there's like an ape monkey thing smoking a cigarette. You know, what does that mean? The alien's got like a love heart, like he's spreading love to the snakes. You know. Yeah, this was a frog from work. Awesome animals up here. They were, you know, real bright coloured butterflies and stuff. Anyway, I'm Now I'm driving down to Gladstone, and came across these pigs and some little piglets and that. And I thought, I can't hit them. No way. There they go. But it was cool to get them on camera. Yeah, anyway, so I'm off to Gladstone, and here I go. And what I see along the way, this the giant mango, and there's like an ant on there. I think that's the Whitsundays. I went through the Whitsundays, so or past it or something. Anyway, I saw this lawnmower racing. I thought, I'll get some footage of that. I went to go in there and they wanted $10, and I thought, nah, don't worry about it. And so that's it. That's me time in Townsville. Pretty good.